From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough with the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh, bop-ba-doo.
Hey YouTube, this is D from Brooklyn with a quick note. In several other videos or other videos posted by, many other reefers and aquarium keepers, you may hear a lot of talk about acclimation and quarantine. Well, after just picking up a frag of a toadstool and going through the acclimation period and then dipping it in the Revive solution prior to putting it in my quarantine, this little baby popped up out of it. Now I know it's hard to see, but with this light you'll see that little thing moving around in the cup. Well, guess what? If I hadn't quarantined and treated that coral with the Revive, this little worm little thingy would have been in my tank, which is why it's so important to quarantine. If you look real close, you'll see it jumping around right now because I'm flooding this baby with light. But after dipping it in the Revive solution, oh yeah, there were several worms in the solution. So I can't mention it enough. Quarantine, quarantine, quarantine. Or you never know what you're going to end up with in your tank. I'll try to get a better look at this thing. Yeah, you can see it moving now. See, it's a rather big one too, which is another reason I've stopped handling these things with my hands and I'm starting to use gloves a little more often, because you also never know what surprises you may get attached to a frag, attached to a live rock. But I've had several issues. If you take a good look at my thumb there, oh, I've had an infection before. I've got cut on rocks and things like that, so I'm a lot smarter in my old age. So anyway, I don't know what kind of worm this is, but thank God it's not in my tank and it's in this little dish. So my little worm friend is gonna have a little meeting with my friend Mr. Ammonia and Bleach and then Mr. Toilet Bowl. So this is just a side note from D from Brooklyn, the assistant chiefy. Quarantine your fish, acclimate them, quarantine your coral, and yes, plants too. Quarantine your plants. Plants carry parasites, plants carry snails, plants. Aquarium plants are just as bad as coral, just as bad as fish, and they need to be quarantined. So take a minute. You'll see other videos that I posted on little quarantine tanks and areas and procedures. Quarantine your animals before putting them in your tank. So this is D from Brooklyn, the assistant chiefy, signing off, keeping my sanity by keeping my fish, not parasites and not worms. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye to everybody. See ya.